Hello everyone. So in previous video we discussed the condition for Gauss-Seidel method and how to make them diagonally dominant if they are not given in that form. So let's start with the first example. So whatever the equations are given, first let's see are these in diagonally dominant form. So for that, either if we can do directly, that's good, otherwise we can take a paper, rough page, and we can check. So let's write coefficient matrix 1 1 54 27 6 1. Why I am skipping minus, as we need to take modulus 6 15 2. Now these are the diagonal elements. So 1 is not greater than these two, this is not greater than these two, and 2 is not greater than 21. So the given set is not diagonally dominant, so we have to rearrange it. So that's how we have to write. So first sentence will be, so we rearrange the equations. We have interchanged, we have taken this to first place, this to second place, and this comes to the third place. Now the system is diagonally dominant. Now the system is diagonally dominant. Okay. So once it is in diagonally dominant, from where you can take hint, you have written the coefficient matrix. So this one is the biggest one, so take it to the first. This is middle one is biggest, so take it to the second, and this goes to the last. So that's how you can take a hint. So now since it is diagonally dominant, we have to write the values of x, y and z. So as I told in previous video, first equation gives value of x, second gives value of y, and third gives value of z. So from 1, 2 and 3 we write x is equal to 1 by 27 85 minus 6y minus z. Okay. From equation 2, y is given as 1 by 15 72 minus 6x minus 2z, and third equation gives 1 by 54 110 minus x minus y. So now we get these three equations, let's say 4, 5 and 6. So how we have written these three? From first equation, take these two on right hand side and divide by 27. From second equation, take these two on right hand side and divide by 15. And from third equation, take these two on right hand side and divide by 54. So that is how we get these three equations. Now we start with initial solution. So as I told, if no initial solution is given, we start with trivial solution. So we assume let x naught is equal to 0, y naught is equal to 0 and z naught is equal to 0 is the initial solution. Okay, so we start with the initial solution, and how many iterations we have to do? We have to do 3 iterations. It is given in the question here that we have to do 3 iterations. Iteration means this is the first initial solution. Initial, that is why we have written 0. So initial solution, now we have to find x1, y1, z1, then x2, y2, z2 and x3, y3, z3. Up to 3 iterations we have to do. So how we write? We start with first iteration. First iteration. So for first iteration, we substitute these values in previous equations. So put x in the first equation we'll put. So what we'll get? We will get x1. So for x1 we need to put values of y and z. So substitute y equal to 0 and z equal to 0. 27 85 minus 0 minus 0. So this is 85 by 27 and that is equal to, you can calculate and check, 13.14815. Now this is the method for rectifying. Rectifying means getting the better solution than previous one. So once we get the the better solution, we do not use the previous value. So now we started with this, but we have got the better value. So now wherever x will come, we have to use this value. So you should remember that we have to put immediate previous value. So if I want to find the value of y1, I have to use this formula. So 1 by 15, now 72 minus 6x. Now which value of x we have to take? As I told you, we have to take immediate previous value. So what is the immediate previous value? This one. So here we have to write 3.14815 minus 2z. Now what is the value of z? Immediate previous z is this only, so 0. We don't have any other z before this. So once we simplify this, we get the value as 3.54074. So this is first value of y1. Similarly, we will get z. So z is given by z1. So z1 is, as you can take the hint, what is z? Z is 1 by 54. Here you can see z is 1 by 54, 110 minus x minus y. So now what are the previous x and y? These two are the previous x and y. So these values we have to substitute here. So 1 by 54, 110, 110 minus x. So it is 3.14815 minus 3.54074. If we simplify this, the value we are getting 1.91317. So this is z1. So here our first iteration is done. Now we have to do second iteration. So the same method we will follow. Again we will start with x. So x2. Now x2 is 1 by 27. The values we have to put every time in these three equations only, 4, 5 and 6. And the values we will be putting here will be immediate previous one. So but wherever you are writing, before that only you see and write the immediate previous value. So x2 is 1 by 27, 85 minus 6 y, that is 3.54074, and then it is for x it is equal to minus z, that becomes plus. So in that it is plus, so plus z. So 1.91317. When we simplify this, we are getting here 2.43218. This calculation you can do using help of with the help of calculator, using calculator. Similarly, y2. So y2 is 1 by 15. We can go to equation number 5 and see how we are writing 72 minus 6. Now previous x value is 2.43218 minus 2 z, 1.91317. So when we simplify this, the value comes as 3.57204. Now find out z2. So z2 is 1 by 54, 110 minus x. You remember that value we should put, that should be immediate previous one. Though we have got two values, but which one we are using? Immediate previous one. When we simplify this, we get as 1.92585. So here second iteration is done. Now we'll go to the third iteration. As question says, we have to perform 3 iterations. So after doing this third iteration, we can conclude the value. So third iteration will be x3. x3 we have to write. x3 is 1 by 27. Now 85 minus 6 y, 3.57204 plus z 1.92585. When we simplify this using calculator, the x comes 2.42569. Similarly, y3 will be 1/1572 minus 6x 2 point, as y we are finding 6x 2.42569 and minus 2z 1.92585. Simplify this and value of y is 3.57294. This you need to calculate and verify. Just don't watch the video. Just I have told you where I am substituting. Every time I am substituting values here, and which values I am substituting? The immediate previous one. So that is how we are getting. And the last one, as only 3 iterations we have to do, so z3 will be 1/54 110 minus 2.42569, as this minus x minus y, that is the formula, that is the equation we had got in 6. So if we simplify, the value is 1.92595. So here 3 iterations are done. If question says 4 iterations, so similarly we have to go one more time and then we can conclude. So what should be the what will be the concluding sentence? Concluding sentence is therefore, thus, or what, also whatever you want to write, thus after 3 iterations the solution for given equations is x is equal to 2.42569, y is equal to 3.57294, z is equal to 1.92595. Answer. So this is how we apply Gauss-Seidel method, and you watch it again and do few more example. So this is how we write the concluding answer. I hope it is clear. See you all in next video. Thank you so much.